All right, so we've done a lot of unboxing and build videos and stuff, and I know I've been promising that I'm going to show you guys some other stuff, the stuff we either make ourselves or repair videos, and videos where we transform things. So we're finally getting around to showing you one of them. So here's what happened. I bought a Mike Myers last year. The old-fashioned Mike Myers prop, because I never had Mike Myers. I had Jason, all the others.
It's been like 2 years now.
2 or 3 years ago, I bought the generic Mike Myers, which is a terrible prop where his arm just goes up and down, up and down.
Actually, you know, at the time, he was the best one.
He was the only one,
And then
basically.
the next year, they came out with the best one.
Yeah, I mean, they've had different makers of it, but it was the same, which I didn't understand because, you know, some of the other serial killer props were cool, but the Mike Myers was always... Anyway, we had one of them. I bought it, had just bought it, and next year, we didn't even use it yet. And they came out with a servo Mike Myers, which was a cooler prop, you know, where his eyes move and he actually has some lifelike movement. So I said, well, I don't need two Mike Myers, so let's transform him into somebody. And I wanted to transform him into somebody that they had never gotten around to making a prop of, but really, why not? You should in horror. So the idea came to me of transforming him into Norman Bates. And I was gonna try to, by hand, transform the Captain Kirk mask into Norman Bates' face, but my daughter is...
Well, you'll see as you watch the video how exactly we went about transforming
Oh, you want to keep it a secret?
Yeah, they got to watch the video. Don't tell them the whole story.
Well, this is the video, so you're about to see it if you stay on. So anyway, we transformed Mike Myers into Norman Bates.
So continue watching to see the journey of how it is done.
So the first thing we needed to do was remove Mike Myers' head from his shoulders and arm piece. And it was attached by these staples and screws, and we kind of had to rip those out to take the head off. This is just some more footage of the staples and the plastic disc that we removed it from, that the new head would be attached to. Then I needed to decide what I wanted him to look like, his face. So I picked the image of him when he is staring menacingly at the camera, because I thought that was his scariest expression. And then I needed to decide how I was going to go about making him. And so what I did was I took that picture, and I know AI is evil and all that, but I put it into a machine, an AI machine that turns things 3D, and I got this model, and then I edited the model in Blender so that it would look nicer and have less artifacts on it, cut the shoulders off, and put it back into my Anycubic slicer, and then I 3D printed his head. I sized it up to what I thought was appropriate size for a human head. I think it's 8 inches tall, excluding the neck. And then this is it printing. And voila, it was done. My dad then just took it outside and he spray painted it with primer in a beige color, and then it was on to painting. So my dad is the artist in the family, so I just let him go at it, and he painted on the face, and now here's a time lapse of him painting it. And this is it completed. My dad didn't paint the back of the head just yet. He didn't think he'd need to because of the wig, but he did wind up having to do so. And this is it compared to the original head. Now we had to move on to painting the hands and other pieces of plastic like the knife, because the knife was kind of dull. My dad wanted to add this metallic color to it. But the hands had this sort of seam running along it that needed to be sanded down before it could be painted. And then he proceeded to paint the hands in a sort of beige color to match the face. This is my dad adding some detail into the hands because they were looking rather pale and non-detailed. So the next step was to find the dress for him, and there's lots of dresses online for Norman Bates costumes, but they're one, expensive, and two, they don't really look like the dress from the movie. So I did my best, and I found out that the dress style is like called prairie style. And I looked it up on Amazon, and I found a whole bunch of different ones, but I needed a black and white one, even though technically it could have been whatever color in the movie. But I found this one. It was $40, which is a little pricey, but I figured it was okay. And I ordered it, and that is the dress that we chose to go with. So originally I was going to go with an old lady wig, but it was way too small for the head. So instead I found this gray wig that I was going to put on his head, that had this, I had to cut off the beige stuff, but I took the wig, put a ponytail in it and a bun, and that was it for that. My dad then proceeded to add some pool noodles to the body. Even though Norman Bates is bony, he really is bony and square, like in his bone structure, we still felt it needed a little bit more. So my dad added the pool noodles. Then he had to paint the back of the head because the wig that I had chosen, wound up using, was too small for the back. And so you could see that white underneath. So he went in and he painted it. Then he needed to find a pair of pants. So he found an old pair of jeans in his closet and he put those on him, put on the dress. We noticed that the neck was showing a little bit. So I got this little like lace thingy that I wound up putting on the neck. My dad put on the wig and hot glued it to his head. And that was basically it. So here's the final product.
Okay, people, my thoughts on it. I think it came out better than I expected. I thought, you know, as I said, this Mike Myers became a throwaway prop when we got the servo Mike Myers. So what was I gonna do with it? And we just bought it, never put it out. But anyway, I'm glad we were able to repurpose it. I was gonna mess with trying to convert William Shatner's head into Anthony Perkins. It would have been very difficult. Their heads couldn't be different. Their faces just couldn't be two different faces. And my daughter wanted to have a go with the 3D printer, so she came up with this. And when I looked at it, I'm like, what am I going to do with this? You know, with all that fake hair and all that shit. But it turned out to, I think it worked well. The face looks good. The motion makes sense. He makes sense. And it's something you don't see every day. I don't know why, but nobody's made an Anthony Perkins with a knife from the most famous thriller in the world. And maybe it's outdated. I don't know, like me. Anyway, I would call it a success. I would actually call it a success if I could say it. But anyway, I think he looks good. Paint jobs, it's all right. The wig looks good. It looks like it doesn't belong on his head like it does in the movie, really. It's got a good granny dress. We added the collar, as I said, because even though it's not a movie, accurate, it helped to, you know, hide a few things. And I think it fits. So, and nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Yeah, so put clear coat on them to protect from the weather, the elements after I painted him. And, you know, I think he's good. I'm happy with him. Pretty simple. I wound up throwing away his jumpsuit. I was originally going to use it, but I had an old pair of pants. I stuck that on because it helped, you know, make him less bulky. And Anthony Perkins not a bulky guy. I love the pose. We didn't go with the psycho face where he comes out like this. Why we didn't, I don't know. You got to ask my daughter. But she went with the eerie smile, Anthony Perkins.
I thought that was the scariest scene when he's smiling at the camera.
Yeah, it does work. It works. I think it works. Also, if we went with that face, his arm would have been really slashing. This is more of just a threatening motion because it's a cheap prop. It's Michael Myers prop and his arm's in slow motion. So I think it works. I'm happy with it. Norman Bates, you will join our haunt. All right, folks. Anyway, all right, people. Let us know what you think of this transformation. Let us know if you like these transformation videos. Let us know if we succeeded or we failed. Just if there's something you could add to it, if maybe you had a better idea, let us know. We're really interested. We love all this kind of stuff, and give us some feedback. I'm really curious to see what other people think of my work now, being I actually got to do some. So first time in years. So let us know. All right. Yeah. My daughter says comment, but I thought that's what I just told you guys to do. So please share our video, like our video, comment on our video, enjoy our video, and hit that subscribe button. That's important. We need those subscribers. It would be nice to get monetized. I'll do it anyway, but hit the subscribe button for us. It really would be nice. There's an old expression, ta-ta for now. So ta-ta for now.